and welcome to What's Good with Sergeant Show.
Yep.
I'm your host, Sergeant Show, and today we're drinking and reviewing beers. I brought my man Diggler for a guest review.
What up, show offs? It's time again, bitches. Let's get it on.
He's ready. He's rearing to go.
I'm primed.
And I brought him a special beer. I spent a long time trying to figure out which of the cheap beers, what I would categorize as a cheap beer that had the most flavor, that was the tastiest, that I liked the best. I spent a lot of time drinking a lot of cheap beers to figure it out. And ultimately, I had come up with Hamm's from the land of the sky blue waters.
Sounds like a wet dream.
It is a really nice, full-flavored beer-tasting beer. It is not a light beer. It's definitely got more flavor than that. So this is one of my favorites. Like if I was going to buy a 30-pack of cheap beers, I'd buy Hamm's.
How much was it for a 6-pack or a 12-pack?
It was so these are the tall boys, and I think it was like $10 for the 6-pack of tall boys.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
No, it's a very moderately priced beer.
Yeah, my broke dick ass would pick that up. Well, we're going to see if it tastes good, though.
There you go. And so he doesn't like to drink his beer out of a glass. He likes to drink it out of a can, and we like to do, drinker's preference here. So we drink the beer. We rate it on a scale of 1 to 12. It's the 12-pack scale. This is Hamm's, and I'm not even sure what the name is. At Hamm's Brewery. It's in Wisconsin.
The most likely. Let's see here.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Hamm's Brewing Company.
Yep. Hamm's. Let's go ham on it.
So let's take 3 big gulps to get the true taste of the beer.
Let's do it.
Get you a little bitter. See, I think it tastes nice.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't think I hated it as much as I looked right there. I can't be too hasty though. That fucked me up there. We'll see.
Yeah, I already had a couple of beers today, so this one that goes down pretty smooth. It's got more of a bittery finish, but I think that I never really found a cheap beer that didn't have a bitter finish.
I agree.
So it does have a bit of a bitter finish, especially when you are drinking some of the fancier beers that smooth it out a little bit, and then you come back to something like this, and it's a little bitter.
Well, we'll see.
Tasty.
Yeah.
Let's not be too hasty.
Fuck no.
3 more big gulps.
Second pull. Second one was better. It does. It does have like a cheap aftertaste.
Yeah,
but it's refreshing at the same time. I don't.
Yeah, it's good taste. It's a good tasty beer. So we always kind of grade the beers. And I say this: we grade the beers within a curve of other beers that are in a similar category, right? Because otherwise, it would be tough for some of the cheaper beers or like the IPAs and stuff like that. It would be tougher to get them. So on it with a little bit of a curve. Keeping in mind the type of beer that you're drinking, scale of 1 to 12.
I'm gonna give it a 6, and I'll tell you why I'm giving it a 6. Sergeant Show. It's like you said, we're comparing it to other beers that are like it or just as cheap as it, and I kind of think of it along the lines of a Yingling kind of feel, not too expensive, but kind of just an acquired taste.
Yeah.
For cheap shit.
See, I would say I definitely prefer Yingling to this. And I will also say that after, almost 2 years of drinking some of the best beers that have ever been crafted, it is a little harsh coming back to a Hamm's. Like maybe back in the day when I was only drinking cheap beer, I could get my attraction to it. Now I'm like you. I think it's got a nice flavor to it, but it's pretty bitter.
I mean, if you're going to a college party and, pick up some of the ham, people are going to be like, whoa, bro, what the fuck is that? Because it's something you don't hear of every day. Yeah. But you're going to come out looking like a badass because it's not that bad. And you can slam these things. So,
yeah.
And it's a young man's beer.
So I would probably go 7 with it. I probably, like I said, if I think about it in the scale of these types of cheap beers, it's definitely a little bit better than average for me.
Hmm.
Although I probably wouldn't go out of my way to drink it if I could drink something else.
No, I agree.
You know what
Like
I
a
mean?
Yingling, like what you said earlier, I'd probably
Yeah.
pick that up off the shelf beforehand.
Yeah. Yep. And that's what's good with Sergeant Show. And if you aren't watching this, who gives a shit? It's more good beer for the rest of us. We're Oscar Mike.